electronic invention I want you to receive. I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see. It looks something like this.
Welcome to the Vapers Report. I'm Anthony Ramella. Here at the Vapers Report, we provide you with the news you want to know, reviews you can really use, and interviews with experts and idiots. We'll keep our head in the clouds and our finger on the pulse. If you enjoy our show, please subscribe and hit that like button below. Thanks for watching. This week's top story, the fight against underage vaping goes in the toilet. In a first-of-its-kind campaign, the FDA will put ads in over 10,000 school bathrooms to inform underage users about the dangers of nicotine. This campaign began shortly after the head of the FDA, Scott Gottlieb, stated that teen vaping has become an epidemic. Using the word epidemic like this, I believe, is incorrect. I am a firm believer that people under the age of 18 should not be allowed to use tobacco products. But when you say the word epidemic, it should involve some severe consequences like death. There have been no deaths from e-liquid use, and the number one cause of death for high school students is driving. The FDA campaign uses imagery that shows that so-called harmful chemicals will flow through your body like a poisonous snake. And I wonder why this campaign hasn't been used for high fructose corn syrup or caffeine, which have a much greater chance of long-term harm. The FDA is targeting the most popular style devices among teens, which include mostly stealth-type vapes, and Gottlieb announced that if a crackdown on vape retailers and a possible ban on flavored e-liquid is unsuccessful, that the top 5 retailers will have to find adequate plans to keep these e-cigarettes out of the hands of those under 18. My advice? Ban all the devices made by big tobacco companies, because these devices are much more accessible to kids because they're primarily sold in gas station convenience stores. A better plan would be to sell e-cigarettes in stores that are devoted to vaping because of their commitment to checking IDs. The FDA is also pulling out an oldie but goodie with their gateway approach. Mr. Gottlieb stated that kids who use e-cigarettes are much more likely to try traditional cigarettes. I think most people who have made the switch from smoking to vaping would argue with that. I guess my whole point here is that teens are always going to want to do the things that are for adults. And taking something away that has saved countless lives and has even showed to reverse the effects of COPD would be a huge step in the wrong direction. I recently attended a vape convention and spoke with many manufacturers about these issues, and their consensus is, just tell us what to do and we'll do it. The funding for the campaign is coming from the tobacco industry, and I bet they're happy to pay. If big tobacco can get vaping banned, then they can get all the money back they've been losing when teens go back to smoking regular cigarettes. But now for adults who are looking for a great new flavor, it's time for the Juice of the Week.
Well, Anthony, I've never been so happy to be sad. Every fall I search for the great pumpkin, and I'm always left feeling sad. This autumn is no different, except that this year, sad never tasted so good. This week's juice is Pumpkin Cookie by Sad Boy. These boys mix pumpkin pie, cookies, cinnamon, and just the right amount of tears for the perfect fall vape. Sad Boy has found the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and you can find it at vapors1.com. And for a guy who looks like he's smuggling a pumpkin, back to the studio.
Thanks, Megan. Those sad boys make me happy too. In other vaping news, ding, round 2. This week, the White House is implementing their second round of tariffs on more than $200 billion in Chinese-made e-cigarette products. The original 25% tariff was focused on completed devices, where this new tax will focus on all the other parts needed for vaping. The new 10% tax went into effect on September the 24th, and the government has stated that the tariffs will be raised to 25% by next year if China and the United States are unable to come to some kind of an agreement on trade terms. Tariffs are taxes added to products imported from another country. The purpose of a tariff is intended to create an economic benefit for competing American-made products. At this time, there is no large-scale production of e-cigarettes or vapor products in the United States, with the exception of bottled e-liquid. That means this tax will wind up creating unbelievable harm to the vaping industry. It will punish domestic importers, wholesalers, and retailers that have no American-made products to offer as alternatives, and worst of all, we will be punishing people who have made the switch to a healthier alternative to smoking. I would encourage all of you to reach out to your state and national representatives and let them know what you think while there's still time. And now it's time to look at a great new device, and that means handing it over to our product guru, Megan Peralt. Megan, what you got for us this week?
I hope you're ready for what's coming now. I'm the one on the let it go, bring it down.
Well, Anthony, this week we've decided to punk you with a new 85-watt device from Tesla. The Tesla Punk is a single battery 85-watt device that will complement almost any tank. The Punk is a simple device to use and has fantastic build quality. 5 clicks of the fire button turns the device on or off, and it even gives you the ability to lock your wattage and still vape. The Punk has LED lights that you can customize and beautiful metallic finishes that your friends will covet. If you're in the market for a well-made single battery device that works as good as it looks, go to Vapors and pick up the Tesla Punk or check out vapors1.com. And now, back to the studio.
Thanks, Megan. And now it's time at the Vapors Report for A Minute with Ramella. It's that time of year again, and the Toledo City Paper is on the hunt for their Best of Toledo. Vapors has been voted the Best of Toledo 2 years in a row, and we strive to continue our gold medal status. It is our sincere goal at Vapors to provide the highest quality experience. With our knowledgeable staff, high-quality devices, a list of flavors that seems to never end is paired with a custom tasting bar where you could try them all. Our commitment to excellence shows with our new liquid release every week and our unwavering goal for everyone to quit smoking. And just after one visit, when you think the best, you'll think Vapors. So check out vapors1.com for information about voting. Here at the Vapors Report, we want you to make the switch, and we are dedicated to helping people make better choices. So tune in next week for more great news at the same vape time, same vape channel. I'm Anthony Ramella. Thank you and good night.
Well, I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see. It looks something like this.